All right. So now, when it comes to my personal trading strategy, you can catch some really, really good moves in the markets. All right. Now, I don't really need indicators to make money in the financial markets. I have my own trading style that I like to trade, and basically, all I'm looking for is a session liquidity sweep, and I'm looking for a bullish or a bearish fair value gap to be broken, which would turn into a inversion fair value gap, and I take the trade. All right, and it's that simple. Okay, so this is German 30. I'm going to show you guys an example on a move that you could have caught in London session. Okay, so I have these boxes, right? This helps me determine, like, where when the session liquidity sweep happens. Okay, so whenever the current session sweeps above or below the previous session, we'll make this the yellow is going to be the Asian session, the blue box is going to be the London session. So whenever the current session that I'm trading in this case, for this example, let's say that we're trading in the London session, right? Whenever price sweeps above the previous session, in this case, it swept above the Asian session, all I'm doing is I'm going to mark out a bullish fair value gap, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get in a trade on the break of that bullish fair value gap, because once it breaks that bullish fair value gap, it now turns into a inversion fair value gap. So once that breaks, I'm getting the trade. Now, what you could do is, I just mark this out: inversion fair value gap. Well, IFG, inversion fair value gap. Now, what you could do is, the safest route is to wait for the break and then wait for price to pull back and retest that previous bullish fair value gap, which is now a inversion fair value gap, and then get in the trade. But sometimes you can miss out on the moves. So, instead of me missing out on the moves, I like to go ahead and take the trade on the first break. And then if you know the higher time frame trend, like the daily, the 4 hour, and the 30 minute, you can kind of go with the trend as well. All right. So you could have caught all of this. You could have caught this whole move right here based on my strategy, my trading style. Okay. This is what I do. I wait for the session liquidity sweep. I mark out my bullish or bearish fair value gap. Wait for it to break, and it'll turn into an inversion fair value gap, and then I get in the first break. That's my trading style. All right, that's it. So we can go ahead and see if we can find out. It's not, these setups is not going to always happen, but like I say, if you know the higher time frame trend, you can catch some good moves. Now, so I'll show you guys maybe two more examples. This is the London session here. We'll make that blue, and then we'll make this yellow for Asian session. Okay, I like to trade German 30 in the London session. So the Asian session's here, the London session here. London session swept below the Asian session. So now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be looking for a bearish fair value gap. All right, a bearish fair value gap is right here, and as you can see, what you could have did was wait for the break or wait for that retest and then get in the trade. You could have caught a small move to the upside, and I would have got in like right here, and I would have put my stop right below the current session low, and then you could have went for a 1R or 2R or whatever, or if you'd hold the trade, this is not future, so you can hold the trade, and you could have caught a 3R right there on that move right there. You see how simple my trading style is? Like I said, I don't really need an indicator to tell me when to get in the trade or how to trade, because I've been trading for a while now, so I know I just develop a trading style that works for me. Okay, and when you join my team personally, I'm going to work with you on Zoom, teaching you my trading style, which you can implement. Okay, so again, I'm gonna show you. This is gonna be the last example, and then I'm gonna cut the video. So this is London session. We'll make that blue, and then this is Asian session. Remember, I like to trade German 30 during London session. Okay, this is Asian session here. Boom. Remember, once price sweeps above or below, right? I'm looking for either a bearish fair value gap or a bullish fair value gap. Okay, and when majority of the time when this happens, when the current session sweeps above or below the previous session, there's most likely a reversal bound to happen. Okay, so that's one indicator that tells me, okay, we might be starting to reverse. Okay, so once that happens, right, I'm gonna look for a bearish fair value gap if it sweeps if the current session sweeps below the previous session. Okay, and then I'm gonna get in a trade right here based on that little break right there and put my stop right below there. And look at that, you could have caught this whole move right here. You see how simple my strategy is? It's very, very simple. Now, it doesn't work like this all the time, smooth like this all the time, but you can catch moves like this all the time. I'll show you guys one more. I know I said I was going to show you one more, but I'm going to show you guys one more. Again, this is going to be the London session. And then this right here is going to be the Asian session. Okay. Again, whenever price sweeps above or below, I'm looking for a bearish fair value gap. And if that bearish fair value gap is broken, all right, if I feel like once it sweep there, I'm going to go ahead and get in the trade. All right. And look at that. You could have got in right there, put your stop right below that current session low, and you could have caught that move to the upside. You could even caught another move, another trade in the same session because price came up here and swept above the Asian session. So when that happens, you do the same thing. Right there. Once price break it. Now, this is tricky because you have a long bearish counter right there. Sometimes price likes to come back to this inversion fair value gap and then go down. So you probably would have been in drawdown from here. But again, I'm just going to go ahead and get in the trade, put my stop above there, and then I'm going to go ahead and get in the trade. Simple as that. I could have caught a 1R, almost a 2R on that trade right there. So you could have caught 2 trades in one session right there. That's my trading style. It's that simple. So if you guys want to learn more, if you guys want to work one-on-one with me, you want me to teach you my trading style, just let me know, shoot me a DM, and let's catch these pips.